Yeah, so Kurt and Barbara, this is what we found out. We found out from Tom Leahy, acting city manager, that improvements to human resources, security, as well as employee training could prevent a future tragedy like what happened here behind me in Building 2. But the cost of those improvements are pretty hefty, coming with a price tag of around $5.5 million if the city chooses to adopt these measures. At a cost of nearly $500,000, Hillard Hines completed their report into the mass shooting that killed 12 Building 2 employees in November. At that time, they recommended 27 improvements to human resources, 20 improvements to public safety, and 11 to facilities and security.
We found that many of them, or at least some sort of an equivalent, was already in place. None of those recommendations would have prevented what happened that day.
Regardless of still not knowing a motive, the city wants to implement change.
The most significant recommendation is the restructuring of human resources, more training for supervisors in detecting early warning behaviors.
That includes embedding human resources employees into all city departments at a cost of $1.5 million a year.
As the city has gone through a number of belt tightenings, human resources was either cut back or not allowed to grow.
Hillard Hines also recommended adding a threat assessment team that provides tighter security during employee discipline.
We would use a threat assessment team to decide when law enforcement needs to be brought in.
Other recommendations by the firm the city is aiming to adopt include better security for their buildings.
There are tens of thousands of locks of all kinds.
The city wants to create a facilities security division to create universal or computerized locks for all of its 387 buildings. That was an issue for law enforcement during May 31st when they couldn't get into Building 2.
In the short run, we are providing the VBPD with electronic access.
All right, so Tom Leahy is putting that money, or he's asking City Council for that money in next year's budget. So if they do adopt this, that could be implemented next summer. That is the summer of 2021. Other improvements include workplace harassment training as well as violence prevention training. Also, this was interesting. He wanted to also implement adding a phone line here where employees can call in anonymously if they have any concerns about other employees that they work with. We're live in Virginia Beach. Chelsea Donovan, News 3.